Hello, everyone, and welcome to your yoga class. In this yoga series, we always have a peak pose we're working up towards, and that pose today is Bakasana, crow pose. But first, hello, my name is Vanessa, and I am a yoga therapist based in the San Francisco Bay Area. For today's class, it'll be a full body gentle yoga class. And for our peak pose, Bakasana, it'll tone the core while strengthening the arms, wrists, and upper back. So get out your mat while I put down mine. You'll feel better in body, mind, and spirit. Come on. Really finding your sit bones on the mat, on the ground, on the carpet if you're in your family room. Just going to be present for a moment, finding our grounding, and bringing all the breath inward, taking all of that energy from the outside and leaving it behind, and just collecting our own energy and bringing it into our bodies with every breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out through the nose. Lifting tall in the spine. Your head is light, away from the shoulders. If you need to, you can bring your shoulders up so you know what that feels like, and then bring them down, pulling them away from your ears. Maybe making a few circular motions with your head in both directions. And then lifting the spine tall, sitting up tall. Tucking in your belly, holding your core so that it protects your lower back. Resting your hands on your knees. Inhaling in through the nose and exhaling out through the nose. Very nice. And bringing your hands to heart center in prayer pose. Make an intention for your day today. Make an intention for class, or if you have an intention for another part of your life, please make that now. Wonderful. Very nice. Let's start taking those little movements that we started to make at the very beginning, but we're going to make them larger now. So just making some cat and cow moves while we sit. Some circular motions. Anything that feels good in the body. We're just waking up our bodies. Just waking up the spine. What does it feel like? How do you feel? Notice what your body's saying to you. And then do what the body needs. Do what feels good. Remember, this practice is for you. It's for you alone. So only you know what your body needs. Now go ahead and find that stillness. Sitting up tall, inhaling both arms, reach up and stretch. You can even reach up one arm at a time. Reach like you're pulling on a rope. Very slight movements, just lengthening from your arms, from your waist, all the way up to your fingertips. Inhale one more time, and exhale, forward fold, gently rounding the back, bringing your head as close to your legs as possible. Just relaxing, rounding the arms. Taking a breath here, breathing into the lower back. Very nice. Let's do that again. Inhaling both arms up and reach, maybe lift your chin little smile. And exhale, rounding down, protecting the spine, coming down close to your mat, wherever feels good. Remember, we're just waking up the body. Now, you may have gone for a run already today, I don't know, or we're just waking up, right? So we're just starting to move our bodies. So just keep in mind, what does your body need at this time? Inhale, both arms up. Excellent. Exhale. Roll the body forward. And maybe this time walking the hands out in front of you. Finding a stretch here. Inhaling into the lower back. Very nice. Inhale both arms up and reach over to one side. Inhale both arms up. Reach over to the other side. We're syncing our breath to our movement. So we're inhaling on the up and we're exhaling as we come down. Inhaling on the up and exhaling. Now I want you to find your own flow in this movement and begin to sweep the arms in a circular motion in front of us. We're reaching up, inhaling on the up and exhaling as you sweep across your mat. And just going at your own flow, your own pace. What is your breath and body asking of you? Nice. Now go in the other direction. Two more times. Nice. And meeting in that tall seated position, finding your stillness again, letting the head be light on the shoulders. Remember, inhaling up to bring the shoulders to the ears, and then exhaling, releasing them, feeling what that feels like. Let's do that a few times. Inhaling the shoulders up and exhaling, this time through the mouth, an audible letting go. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale up and exhale. One more time. Very nice. Bringing both feet out in front of us, sitting in staff pose, Dandasana. First, let's point and flex the toes. And you make circular motions with your feet, warming up the ankles. Very nice. Sitting up tall, lengthening the spine, light head, easy shoulders. Inhale both arms up and exhale, rounding the back, forward fold, just coming over the legs. And we are still warming up, so be easy. Be easy, unless you're in a really warm space and this feels good in your body. Don't push your body to do anything that it doesn't want to do. Inhale up and exhale, forward fold. You can reach for your toes or you can leave your hands on your shins. Rest your hands on your shins. sitting up tall, inhaling both arms up, and exhale, forward fold. Very nice. Now let's take one foot out. Actually, let's take the left foot out and the right leg in. And then reaching, looking out towards the outstretched leg, inhaling both arms up, and exhale, finding the toes on the side. Just waking up the hamstrings. Remember to breathe. Very nice. Walking the hands up. We're going to come into a twist this time. So inhaling both arms up and exhale. Twist to the right. And maybe just gently at first. Left hand on right knee. And looking forward from there. Not a full twist quite yet. Very good. Let's do it on the other side. So taking the right foot out this time and bringing the left leg towards the body, looking out over your outstretched leg, sitting up tall, inhaling both arms in, and exhale, forward fold, find your toes. And take a few breaths in this posture. Very nice. Walking up tall, sitting up tall, coming into a twist on the other side. Inhaling up and exhale, coming into a twist. Very nice. Bringing both legs towards you, bringing the soles of your feet together. Come into butterfly. And if you have a pillow nearby, you can rest your knees on a pillow or just hold here for a moment. Connecting with your breath again, sitting up tall. Very nice. Now bringing the legs, tucking them under you, coming into hands and knees. Finding our cat and cow. So dropping the belly for cow, opening the eyes. You can open the mouth too. And exhale, rounding the back to cat. And going at your own pace. Moving through cat and cow. Syncing breath with movement. Being mindful of what your body's asking for. And then finding tabletop, finding your flat back. Taking one leg out and the opposite arm out. Finding our balance here. Lifting the back leg. Now I have my right leg up and my left arm out. Remember to breathe. Very nice. Release. And on the other side. Taking the other leg out and the opposite arm out. Finding a flat back. Just holding. Reaching out to the wall in front of you and pushing your heel against the opposite wall. Very nice, and release. And go ahead and do that on the other side again. Very nice, release. One more time on the other side. Very nice, release. From our tabletop position, we're going to inhale one arm up to the sky, reaching up, reaching long arm if you can, and then exhale, bringing that arm underneath the other, and then placing your ear on your mat, coming to this nice shoulder stretch. Take a few breaths here. Always bringing your attention back to your body, back to your breath. Very nice. Release. Coming through our tabletop, taking the opposite arm now. Inhaling up. And exhaling. Tucking that arm underneath the other. Bringing the ear to the mat. Nice. Releasing, coming through center. Doing it on the other side, the first side. Nice, reaching up. Maybe pause here, taking a few breaths. And then bringing that arm down. And seeing if you can relax into this posture. Remember to breathe. Nice, release, and coming on the other side. And maybe you notice your sides feel different. Maybe one side can do something that the other can't. And exhale, release. Bringing your shoulder down to your mat. And coming up to our tabletop, just sitting back on our heels now. Diamond pose, taking your prayer hands and bringing them between your knees. Maybe gently closing the eyes. And sitting up tall. Taking a few circular motions or figure eights with your neck and head. Recalling your intention. Bringing the energy back, your energy back inside into yourself. Today's practice is really about self-care, self-knowing, taking care of ourselves so that we could be our best selves for others. Very nice. We'll do this nice ankle stretch by lifting one knee up at a time while we sit back on our heels. So you can play with this. Take one knee up at a time, or you can sit back and bring both knees up. It's a nice stretch for the ankles here, the tops of the feet. Sometimes we really get stiff and we don't ever relax our, give our feet a rest. So this way, we're letting them release some of that tension. So you may only be able to lift just a little bit, and that's fine. Do whatever you need to do, wherever you're at, whatever works for you. Very nice. And while we're still sitting, let's warm up our wrists as well. So you can take your hands in a clasp. You're stretching back and forth. Very nice. Now, if you watched last week's class, we'll take a few sun salutations. So we're going to come to a standing pose, however you like, whatever works for you. And a ragdoll up, coming up slowly because we've been sitting down. Don't want all the blood to rush to our head quite yet. Too fast, too quickly. Stand in our mountain pose. We gently close our eyes for a moment. Just basking in that nice, tall, sturdy mountain that we are. Very nice. So you can stand at the top of your mat or the back of your mat. We're just going to be moving one way or the other. I think you can follow along or do the sun salutation that you choose. Feet are a little less than shoulder width apart. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway look up. And exhale, either walking the hands to the top of your mat or stepping the feet to the back, coming into plank. Let's hold here for a moment, finding our plank. Nice for the core. Sturdy. Hands just beneath the shoulders, fingers are wide. And go ahead and chaturanga, or you can modify by placing your knees, chest, then chin, and then pushing up into a low cobra. Very nice. Exhale, pushing the hips up, coming into downward facing dog. Walk this dog. This is our first downward dog of the day. And finding stillness, bending the knees, lifting up on the toes, and either jumping or walking forward to meet your hands, or walking your hands back to meet your feet. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, forward fold. And then ragdolling up. Inhale the arms all the way up, touching at the top, and exhaling, come down into mountain. Very nice. So let's do 2 more sun salutations, whichever form you choose. We just want to sync our breath to our movements. So always inhaling on the up and exhaling on the down. Starting from mountain pose, inhale the arms up, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale halfway. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice. Let's do that again. Very nice. Let's take some twists, standing twists. Now, how are you feeling? Sun salutations are to greet the sun or to say goodnight to the sun. No matter what time of day it is for me, I always think it's my way of saying thank you. Very nice. We're going to come into our chair pose again this week. So finding your feet shoulder width apart. Want to start to bend back. Want to keep our toes. Don't want to have too much weight in the toes. Keeping the chest up. Sitting back in our chair. I believe it's a little easier if you keep your feet a little further apart and your toes out. Very nice. Pushing through the heels, coming up, squeezing the glutes at the top, and then shaking it out. Very good. Let's do that again. Coming, sitting back down into our chair. This time, we're going to brush our hands against the mat. See if you can get that low. It's almost like we're skiing and we're making this movement. Sitting low, very nice. And again, pushing through the heels and squeezing the glutes at the top. Very nice. Shaking it out, shaking it out. And again, we're going to bring our feet a little closer together this time because we're going to come into a twist while we're down in our chair. So bringing our legs together, hands reaching up, and then sitting back into our chair. Very nice. So I want to take my left elbow and place it on the outside of my right knee. Now, I want my knees to stay together. So one's not sticking out further than the other. And release, standing up tall. Very nice. Shake it out. And we'll do it on the other side. This be helpful. So we're coming down, sitting back, and then taking the outside of the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. And releasing. Releasing however you need to release. Good job. Do you feel it in your legs? I sure do. Let's do it again. One on each side. Bring my legs a little bit closer. Actually, I'm going to find more of a twist this time. Very nice. And releasing, maybe shaking it out, maybe rubbing your legs, and then doing it on the other side. And release. Very nice. Shake out your legs, do whatever you want. Do a little dance. That definitely woke up my quads. So I wanted to do some more balance poses for us. But we're going to start off with tree. So go ahead and move your weight onto one foot. For me, this is my right. I'm going to bring up my left leg. So I can stay down here underneath my knee or bring it up above my knee. And just finding a spot in front of you that's not moving. You can even play with this. This is sometimes fun to play with. Find something that is moving and see how your balance is. And you can close your eyes. We'll see how your balance is. Okay, it's very interesting. Or find a point of focus. Something to focus on, something that's not moving. That's always what I find to be easier. So when we know what we're focusing on, it helps our balance. Very nice. Release. Shake it out. Shake it out however you need to, whatever feels good. And we're going to set up for the other side. Opposite leg now. Finding our balance. Since this is tree pose, you can play with your branches. Move in the wind. All right, play with your focus, play with your branches. What kind of tree are you? Very nice. And release. Shake it out. Shake it out. Very nice. Excuse me. We're going to come back down to our mat. But we're just going to widen our stance to the outside of our mat. And then bend our knees. And finding a squat. What I'd like to try is eagle. So we're going to play with our balance here with our hands in front of us and then placing our knees on the back of our arms. Right? Maybe lifting one foot up at a time, finding that balance. Takes a lot of core strength, some upper body strength, our balance. So do what you can here. You can play. Notice the kids are really good at this. It's okay to just lift one leg up at a time. We're just going to play. Where do your knees go on your arms? How are we going to find this posture? Very nice. Let's come all the way down to the mat now. We come all the way to the ground, hugging the legs in. Teeing out the arms. Oh, and dropping both knees to the left, coming into a supine twist. Very nice. Bringing both knees back to your chest, giving yourself a hug, and teeing out the arms again. This time dropping the knees to the opposite side, coming into a twist. Very nice. Coming back through center, giving yourself one last squeeze, and then coming into Shavasana. So let your legs be wide on the mat. Let your hands be out to either side, palms up to the sky, taking up some space. Coming into our final pose, corpse pose. And you're welcome to stay here as long as you like, or begin to bring some life back into the body by wiggling fingers and toes. Stretching the arms overhead, lengthening as you lay down, and then coming to a seated position, however you like. Finding that tall, comfortable seated position that we found at the beginning of class. We'll end our class together with the sound of one Om. So bringing the hands to heart center and inhaling in for Om. Om. May you always see beauty, may you always hear truth, and may you always know love. Namaste. Have a great day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.